Today is the Yahrzeit of the Rambam. 20th day of the month of Teves is when the Rambam passed away. A unique, unusual, once, not in a generation, very few in the existence of rabbinic world sages and scholars, known as the Rambam, which stands for Rabbeinu Moshe ben Maimon, our teacher Moshe, the son of Maimon, also known as Maimonides. But before going into more details about his biography, let us first say a chapter of Tehillim. It's only befitting that also let's give some charity, and it's only befitting that on such a day I should be recording in the shul, and therefore we have this background. So as I said, on the 20th of Teves, in the year 1204, at the age of 69, he was born actually on Erev Pesach, the day before Pesach, in the year 1135, is when Maimonides passed away. Now one would think that an individual who was a great Talmudist, a great halachic authority, a philosopher, a physician, community leader, would have the most luxurious life. Now, that was not the case of Maimonides. He was born in Cordoba, Spain, but unfortunately, as a young child already was orphaned by his mother. At the age of 13, his father and his brother David and himself, they had to flee Cordoba, Spain, because at that time there was a fanatic Islamic sect that was attacking Jews, killing, and so on and so forth, something they know very well how to do, as we know. Had to flee Cordoba. From there went to Morocco, to Fez, hoping that there they will find a little bit of peace and tranquility. 5 years they were there. From there they had to, in fact, there's still the house where the Rambam lived in Fez. It's still standing, and I think it became like a historical, one of the historical buildings. In fact, there was a Siyama Rambam when the Rabbi established the study of the Rambam on a daily basis, and they do a conclusion. 1 year they did in the house actually where the Rambam apparently even wrote part of his manuscripts. From there he visited Israel, eventually went to Alexandria, finally settled in Fustat, which is old Cairo. Now going back to his scholarly knowledge, we have a term in the Talmud that the Talmud gives, and it says about famous Talmudist Rav and Shmuel. So the Gemara says that Rav, the opinion of Rav is always accepted b'dina, when it comes to litigation laws, and Shmuel b'isura, in religious laws, what's permitted, what's forbidden, and so on. Because he was an expert in this field, and he was an expert in this field. What was unique about the Rambam, that he was an expert in all fields of knowledge. Talmud, as I said, Jewish law, philosophy, medicine, astrology, you name it. And he revolutionized the approach to study of Torah, where he unified the whole Torah. To him, it wasn't just one subject. It was God's Torah. And as such, one has to be an expert in all the fields, and indeed he was. And that's what's so unique about the Rambam. Going back to his family, unfortunately, in the year 1166, within 2 years, his father, his wife, and 2 sons died. In 1177, his brother David, with whom he had arrangement that David would support him and he would teach his family, he drowned on a ship while traveling to India. But all these issues did not stop him from being a community leader, from caring for everybody else. In fact, at that time, he became a doctor so as to support himself. So today, in honor of Chav Tevis, it is a great moment to commit ourselves to do the daily study of the Rambam, as the Rabbi has established. If you can do 3 chapters, if you can do 1 chapter, or even just the daily mitzvah corresponding to that daily study. Easily found. You go on Chabad.org and you can find a daily study. So may God help us, like it says, Moshe ad Moshe lakom ke Moshe. From Moshe Rabbeinu till Moshe Maimonides, there was none like them. Moshe, the Rambam, was also a descendant of King David, who would have been Moshiach in his time. So let's get the one who is now Moshiach in our generation to be revealed and take us all out of this miserable exile. See you in the Beis HaMikdash, and I'm sure we will see the Rambam there with us.